Grand Rising, you're live. And welcome to the Higher Learning Network. It is a Monday morning. We're going live in 5. Actually, live in 2 minutes. Okay. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. $6:58. 2 minutes. We're live this morning. How was your weekend? Was it long? 1 minute. 1 minute, y'all. 1 minute. 1 minute. Then I should be looking that way, right? Nope, that's not going to happen. Okay. 1 minute, y'all. Counting down. 1 minute. You see me going back and forth. I'm just checking my screen.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talent, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution. Join me, Naima, every morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, as we bring you stimulating discussions about the issues affecting our lives. Listening online at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution. Press the blue button that says follow and get our daily topics every morning directly to your email and your smartphone. Hi, I'm Naima Latif, executive producer of the Female Solution radio show. We invite you to call in 515-605-9325 and participate in this daily think tank as we examine the challenges we face and develop solutions that restore peace and harmony. We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangade. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all.
Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with ZeldaSpeaks for your Monday morning mindfulness session on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution. Monday, 7:30 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Also, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, visit ZeldaSpeaks.com and send us your info. We'd love to have you. Experience mindfulness moments with the mindfulness/stress relief coach, Zelda Speaks. And thanks for sharing the mindfulness moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of mindfulness on higher learning with Zelda Speaks. Make it a mindful day. And thanks for listening.
Grand Rising, and thank you for joining us this lovely Monday morning on the Female Solution Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness, where we're just here to start your week off with the Mindfulness Stress Relief Session. Today is Monday, October 14th. And if today is your born day, birthday, happy born day to you. If you're celebrating today. Yesterday was the 13th, in which I could not figure out. I was supposed to call somebody, so I sent my girlfriend, Troy Tyler, a text because I thought it was her birthday. And I'm sending her all these birthdays, yahoos, wahoos, called, left a message, and all that. And come to find out, it was on my mind, but it was my brother's birthday. You remember my brother, Patrick Bradley, who redesigned Lakeshore Drive, the old S-curve? Yes, he did that. And he yesterday was his birthday, the 13th. So Troy Tyler's birthday is the 18th. So happy birthday to all the Libras in the world. And coming up, it's Scorpio, the other part of October. Also, my sister of the microphone, her birthday is October 18th, and that's Troy Tyler. So happy birthday, Troy Tyler. Happy birthday, my big brother, Patrick Bradley, who's gone on to greater pastures. He's somewhere building and architecting other Lakeshore Drives on another level of existence somewhere. And also, if you are listening, Elizabeth Watkins, her birthday was the 10th, and she celebrated as well. Elizabeth is one of my old listeners from my days at Gospel Radio 1390. So happy birthday, Elizabeth. And thank you for, thinking of me. And today's topic is a wham, bam, doozle, if that makes sense. Calling all nappy, happy-headed women. What? Say that again. Calling all nappy, happy-headed women. Is that what you're talking about today? That's what we're talking about, but the name of the show is another one. I just thought that would get your attention. Today's topic is Pride, Prejudice, and Privilege, the Crown Act law. And it is a law that was put into effect in Mississippi recently to ban race, hair discrimination in the workplace. And our guest today will be Sharman K. Edwards. Lovely lady. Just met her. And it's just so apropos that this topic would be. If you have not read this month's Essence magazine, you are missing a doozy. It is it the October issue? Yes, the October issue of our hair issues, and there is just so much information here. I just you gotta get it and read it. That's all I gotta say. You gotta get it and read it. I cannot believe that we are living in a time where there needs to be a law because you are not comfortable with my hair. Oh, Lord have mercy. If you're listening online, we'd love to have you join the conversation this morning at 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak. We're also Facebook Live, Zelda Speaks. And last but never least, we are on the Higher Learning Network TV show channel on YouTube. So thank you for joining in this morning. We have lots of good news for you. And while you're there on the internet, be sure and check out my blog, ZeldaRobinsonSpeaks.blogspot.com. And I just need to be sure that if you are heading out and about today, it's not so bad. The sun is shining. There's plenty of light. Ooh, a new day is dawning, sunny and bright. I know, Zell, keep your day job. Well, I don't have a day job. My job is to come here and have a conversation with you this morning. The sun was shining in my face, and I just had to share that with you because the sun just feels so good. Anyway, it's about time for a traffic update. It will not be Monday morning mindfulness madness this morning. It will be mindfulness because today's a holiday and some people are off. So there's not much traffic out there this morning. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's traffic. It's just not your usual traffic because some places are honoring this so-called holiday of Columbus Day, which do your homework and you find the truth out that it's really John Baptiste du Sable. Because if you're coming north on Lakeshore Drive, you will see at Randolph, the pier over there, it says John Baptiste Point du Sable. It doesn't say Columbus because the people of this city have figured out that we are no longer going to take the lies that they are shoving down our throats. And it's not Columbus Day, people. I'm sorry. Truth is a lie. Google it. Everything's right there. John Baptiste du Sable. So that's what you need to know. That's the day that we're celebrating today. And all schools, libraries, and the U.S. Post Office is closed. So if you have business there, it's not going to happen today. It's going to have to wait until tomorrow. Today's traffic and weather is sponsored by Karen Kelly of itex.com. If you're looking to go to the Caribbean, which we are, I'm trying to find a cruise now, a Western cruise, because I want to go to Jamaica. I've never been there. And I've seen people walking over the rocks and jumping in the water, and it's so hot and sunny. Ooh, I just want to be there today, but that's not going to happen. Anyway, if you want to go to anywhere in the world, join itex.com. Use barter dollars instead. There's a $100 bonus sign up for entrepreneurs and businesses that join online. And you have to mention the promo code Zelda, Z-E-L-D-A, Zelda. And as we take a look at Metro, we got some delays here. So just hold on for just a second. Yeah, it's a madhouse. It's a madhouse, but it's not a madhouse in here. On the Milwaukee, on Metro, the Milwaukee Metro line, District Northwest line and the North Line trains have stopped at Montrose to Belmont due to a pedestrian being struck there. So expect delays on the Metro. No, nothing mentioned yet on the CTA, but on the Kennedy inbound, it's a little congested. 25 minutes in, 36 minutes on the reverse. On the Eden, just 28 in and 21 out. On the Eisenhower, a little bit more congested, 27 minutes inbound and 29 minutes on the outbound. On the Stevenson, 21 in and 23 on the outbound. On Dan Ryan, 15 minutes slow at 35th Street and 11 minutes on the reverse. On the Bishop Ford at 127th Street, there's a fatal accident, so expect delays because the lanes have been shut down. You have got to find alternate routes. On Lakeshore Drive, it is 11 minutes in both directions. And that's your traffic and weather sponsored by Karen Kelly of itex.com. Use barter dollars instead. And remember to get that $100 iTex bonus when you sign up because you must use the promo code ZELDA. That's ZELDA. And speaking of ZELDA, remember to watch the upcoming show on the Higher Learning Network TV show, where we had the pleasure of interviewing Dr. Willie Wilson on reparations. That should be showing. And also, if you'd like to sign up for our newsletter, just go to my webpage, ZeldaSpeaks.com, and email us, and we'll put you on the mailing list for a list of all the shows and activities that we have going on during the week. And remember to set those DVRs for the Higher Learning Network TV show, Tuesdays at 6, Wednesdays at 1 on Channel 19. And you can also go to our page in which I produce, the higherlearningnetwork.org. Okay? And it is 7:12 this morning. And you know what that means? It's time for your spiritual reading. Yes, the word of the day, keep the hanks away. Nah, I like saying a word for the day keeps your sanity at bay. And today I'm reading from Inspirational Conversations with Shalom Israel, aka ZeldaSpeaks. And it's taken from October 18th. Ring a bell, Troy? It says, there are some people who come into your life who are so real and authentic. You want to keep them with you forever, wherever you are in life. Troy Tyler is one of those people. Chicagoans know Troy as the queen of radio on V103, and as well as the University of Chicago station that she now manages. Girlfriend running things. Okay. And she is no stranger to radio, as she's worked at many stations, including but not limited WLNR. Remember WLNR, the all-female station? WBMX, WJPC, where I met her, WGCI, where we worked together, and Soul 1063. We worked together there too, and countless other cities as well. She's even worked in management as a program director and music director. And you can tell by her connection with her listeners on the air is where she belongs. Being on air has not gone to her head as it has for many radio personalities. I'm not going to name no names, but you know who they are. She is a simple, sweet, fun, loving mother of two well-behaved young men who you just love to hang out with. She's the kind of sister that has spent many months at her girlfriend Deborah's bedside as she battled cancer until she made her life transition. My wish for you is that you have a Troy Tyler in your life. I thank God for Troy and for giving life to inspirational conversations on the radio on V103. Thank you, Troy. Happy birthday, Troy Tyler. Thank you for being my friend, because you didn't have to. Could have been big headed, but you weren't. So praise God. All blessings flow. And thank God for you, the viewer, the listening this morning. Hey, Chatty Cathy. I call her Chatty Cathy, one of my skate buddies. And she's moved to another city where the sun is blinking down like this, but it's hot. You just see the sun on my face, honey. It's cold in Chicago. It's 53 degrees. Okay. Anyway, special hi to my skate buddies. Yesterday, Markham is closed. So yesterday we went to Glenwood, and I love riding to Glenwood. It's 191st and Holbrook Road. It's a long riding, but I love it. It's like a mini trip down south to me, because there's just nothing but shrubbery and trees and nature everywhere. So I really enjoy that. So shout out to all my skate buddies, and the executive producer, Naima Latif, is going to call Travis, because we're going to have him on to give us an update in the 8:30 hour. So we'll be doing that. But right now, it is time for our morning meditation. It is 7:16, and you know what that means. It's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy. So we're going to do a breathing exercise this morning to prepare you for your day, because chances are somebody somewhere is going to be all up in your Kool-Aid and don't know the flavor. So we want to prepare you with a breathing exercise just to calm you down and not react to their drama, but to respond in a different way. And that is with the breath, because the breath is your first line of defense, and the breath will keep you calm when you are attacked. So let us begin. We will inhale to the count of 7 and hold it, and exhale to the count of 7. And it doesn't matter if our numbers don't add up, because you're there breathing and I'm here trying to breathe and speak at the same time. So it's okay. Just continue to breathe, and close your eyes. You should not be looking at me. You should be looking at the inside of your eyelids, not me. Sit up straight, feet flat on the floor, nothing in your hands by your side or your lap, and your back erect, because, excuse me, we don't want your back touching the chair, so that the energy can flow from the back all the way up. Okay, so inhale. My Facebook watchers, if you are watching and my screen goes black, just know that I'm still here. You'll hear my voice. I don't want you watching me. Look at the inside of your eyelids. So inhale to the count of 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale deeply. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And as you continue to inhale and exhale, focus on the breath, how it is filling up your chest as you inhale, and how your chest and stomach is deflating as you exhale. And just experience that breath without any interruption. Nothing on your mind. Simply focusing on the breath as you inhale and exhale. Giving thanks for the power of the breath, because someone, somewhere, is not as fortunate as you, and they cannot breathe on their own. Inhale deeply and giving thanks as you blow out. And as you inhale, give thanks for whatever it is that you need to give thanks for. And as you blow out stress and give thanks. As you inhale deeply, giving thanks for the breath, being grateful is good. Exhaling, releasing all the fear, anxiety, tension. Make that a long exhale. Inhale deeply. Make your inhales as long as your exhales. Giving thanks for breath. And as you exhale, releasing, blowing out all negativity. Becoming one with the breath. And why are you breathing? Because you have the gift of breath. Someone, somewhere, is having difficulty breathing this morning. And you are one of the many who do not have that issue. Inhale deeply. I am grateful. And as you exhale, I release, let go, and let God. And the reason that you keep breathing, because you want to arm yourself today with the power of your thoughts that begin with the breath. And the words that you will repeat to yourself, I am, and you can say them out loud, because they are two of the most powerful words on the planet. I am. And whatever you say after those words is what you bring into your reality. Inhale deeply. I am happy. And as I blow it out, I release sadness. As we breathe in again. I am healthy. As we breathe out, fear. As we inhale again. I am whole and complete. As we breathe out, anxiety. Inhale, one more long, deep breath. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. Now, this time as we breathe in, we will breathe in the energy with our eyes closed. You are not looking at me, but you are looking at the inside of your eyelids. As you continue to breathe in, sending that energy to the top of your head, feeling that energy circulating down through the forehead and the eyes, taking long, deep breaths down through the mouth, the chin, and the neck, and the shoulders. Inhale deeply. And exhale, sending that energy down through the chest, the stomach, the hips, the sides, the back, the buttocks, and the knees. Oh, yes, those glorious knees. Inhale deeply. Sending that energy on down through the legs, the heels, the ankles, the top and the bottom of the feet, the ball of the feet, the toes. Feel free to wiggle those toes. Sending that energy back up through the feet, and the ankles, and the legs, and the knees, and the thighs, and the hips, and the back, and the sides, and the shoulders, and the neck, and the chin. We continue to breathe in and breathe out. As we breathe in, sending the energy back up to the face and the top of the head. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. Giving thanks for the breath of life. As we inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. We give thanks for the information that we have and that we are sending to each and every organ in our bodies. We give thanks for the breath of life, because we have been given another day to do work on this planet that only we can do. You may think that someone else can do what you can do, but you can do it better because you are breathing and living and sending love, life, and laughter to those that are around you and the ancestors, because the ancestors and our loved ones who are no longer here with us are helping us on our journey. They are our master angels, in which we may not have a clue. Some of us are aware that they are always with us, guiding us. That little small voice that says, do this, not that. Inhale on that. Inhale deeply. As we continue to give thanks for the liver, the lungs, the heart, the brain, the spleen, the spine, and the elimination systems. We give thanks that these systems are all working on our behalf, and we are not even aware of it. We don't even feel it in our bodies until we have a health issue. Inhale deeply. And as we exhale, we give thanks for the liver that works between the hours of 1 and 3 a.m. Yes, while we're sleeping, and it is detoxing and cleansing our bodies. Yes, inhale deeply. We give thanks for the lungs that clean our bodies between 3 and 5 a.m. That is why it is imperative that we are sleeping and resting, giving those lungs a break, because we talk all day and breathe toxic air and energy into our life all day. So we give thanks. Inhale deeply. And we give thanks for the large intestines that is always cleansing itself between 5 and 7 a.m. We give thanks. And between 7 and 9 a.m., we give thanks for the stomach that is doing everything that it needs to do, digesting the enzymes that keep us healthy and without stomach issues. As we inhale deeply, we give thanks for all of those organs I just named. Inhale deeply and exhale. Give thanks for the small intestines, for the spleen, the heart, bladder, and the gallbladder. Yes, too much potato chips and fried foods will give you gallbladder issues. Ask me how I know. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, bring your head forward, chin to chest. Begin rolling your head to the left as far as you can. Slowly, slow down. You're moving too fast. And bringing the head round to the back, over to the right side. Slow down. Still breathing. Bringing the head around to the front, chin to chest. Head up. Take a long, deep breath. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, bring your head forward, chin to chest, rotating the head to the right as far as you can, bringing it around to the back as far as you can. Slowly, slow down, too fast. Bringing it over to the left and slowly bringing your head around to the front, chin to chest, looking straight up. Take a long, deep breath. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, look to the left as far as you can, feeling the stretch in the right of the neck. Exhale, bringing your head back. Inhale deeply. Bringing your head around to the right as far as you can. Feeling the stretch in the left side of the neck. And bringing the head back around. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Inhale deeply. And exhale. And just be okay with the breath. Giving thanks for the breath of life. You have just activated the happiness gene. Yay! And how did you do that? By breathing. You just send love and joy to each and every organ in your body. And your body is most grateful because it worked for you all night long while you were sleeping and resting. So, is that not enough to be grateful for? I certainly think so. So, thank your organs as we take a very special break to bring you this information. So, you stay close. We'll be right back.
Say you would like to be wealthy, but wealth isn't determined by how much money you have. Wealth is determined by your power to define what money is. The dictionary defines money as something used as a way to pay for goods and services and to pay people for their work. So how would you like to have access to an unlimited source of money? Money that is not taxed by the government. Money that increases as you share the opportunity with others. Money that you can use to pay for goods and services and pay people for their work. I'm talking about Bitcoin. It's the future of independent wealth building. Bitcoin is the new money that you control. Get started building your wealth. Call 312-849-3456. That's 312-849-3456.
Do you want to live in a world without war? Join our global peace movement. Heavenly Culture World Peace Restoration of Life transcends culture, religion, ideology, and other boundaries to achieve peaceful harmony in the global society. HWPL is committed to bringing world peace and cessation of war through peaceful dialogue between religious groups. I am Director Shin-Suk Kim of the HWPL Chicago branch of North America. Join us for our next gathering. Call 773-580-1501 and be a part of the movement for world peace. Email us at chicagohwpl@gmail.com.
Oh man, God sent the monthly sun bill today. This sunlight is really expensive, especially during this season. I'll probably have to work overtime to pay it.
Well, you better pay it on time. We don't want the sun to go out and we're sitting up here all day in the dark.
Wouldn't it be terrible if God charged us for sunlight? Well, thank God, the light and heat from the sun is free. So why are we paying such high bills for the energy we use in our home? Because we don't know how to use solar energy, the free energy from the sun. You can convert your regular home to a solar energy home and save tremendously on your electric bill. Take a look at your electric bill. Wouldn't you like to reduce or possibly even eliminate that cost altogether? Let one of our solar consultants show you how. Call today, 312-849-3456, and schedule a free consultation. That's 312-849-3456.
worry about finances, family, health, job, relationships? Are you in pain? Do you feel stuck? If you answered yes to any of these questions, help is available. Don't worry, you're not alone. It's part of the human process. You only feel this way because you haven't mastered the voices in your head. No hype, just down to earth, solid, workable tools and techniques that you can practice daily. It's really food for the soul. Whether you want to learn how not to worry about anything, reverse type 2 diabetes, publish a book, promote your product or service, or just make extra money. To take advantage of the deal of the day, go to ZeldaSpeaks.com or call 312-409-6619. Mention promo code The Female Solution and get free shipping. That's ZeldaSpeaks.com or 312-409-6619. Stop worrying today. Visit ZeldaSpeaks.com.
Grand Rising, and thank you for joining me back here on The Female Solution this morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. And we are just here to start your week off with the stress relief session. Thank you so much if you just tuned in. Today's topic is calling on nappy head, happy head women. No, that's not it. I just love just saying nappy head, happy because I love my nappy hair. And because once upon a time I didn't. And I can't believe we still had to have a law passed in this day and age because it wasn't accepted in the workplace. But anyway, today's topic, pride, prejudice, and privilege, the Crown Act law. To ban race hair discrimination in the workplace with Sharman K. Edwards. Lord have mercy. I can't believe this still in this day and age. Believe it because it's happening. So Sharman will be on the line and you can call in and speak with her as well. If you have comment or a question, happy birthday, happy born day if today is your birthday. And if you are listening online, you want to call in, feel free, 515-605-9325, press 1 to speak and open your mic. We'll open your mic. If the line is busy, just call back because we get lots of calls and sometimes they come through, sometimes they don't. And I can't see them on the switchboard. I don't know you want to speak unless you press 1. So you got to press 1. If you're live on social media, we're at ZeldaSpeaks on Facebook as well as Instagram and Twitter. And be sure and check out my blog, ZeldaRobinsonSpeaks.blogspot.com. As we take a look at your traffic and weather update, I'll be switching screens here, but don't let that stop you. As you can see, it's a bit congested out there, but it's not congested in here. So let us take a look at a reminder of the traffic, which is sponsored by Karen Kelly of ITEX.com. That's for entrepreneurs and businesses that want to use their business, trade business services and buy personal things as well. Go to ITEX.com. There is still that problem with the Metro Milwaukee District North and Northwest line where the train stopped from Montrose to Belmont where a pedestrian was hit. So if that is your train this morning, I suggest you find other route because it's not moving. Inbound on the Kennedy is 31 minutes this morning, 40 minutes on the reverse. On the Edens, it's 31. Inbound, 24 on the reverse. On the Eisenhower, it is 33 minutes inbound and 31 minutes on the outbound. On the Stevenson, it's 24 minutes in, 25 minutes out. On the Dan Ryan, it is 15 minutes in and 16 minutes on the reverse. On the Bishop Ford, which is still closed at 127th Street due to a fatal accident, you have got to find another way. Otherwise, you will be sitting on the Bishop Ford. They don't even have travel times. And Lakeshore Drive, it is 13 minutes in both directions. This traffic is sponsored by Karen Kelly of ITEX.com. Remember to use the promo code ZELDA, Z-E-L-D-A, if you would like to join in order to get that $100 bonus where you can go shopping immediately. And remember to set those DVRs for Tuesdays at 6, Wednesdays at 1 on Channel 19 and to see the Higher Learning Network TV show. And you can always go to higherlearningnetwork.org. And I am not seeing Sherman K. Edwards on the phone, but in the meantime, we are going to open up the lines for Anthony Travis. We can have him. And let me open up his line right now, 312-849. You are live on the air, Grand Rising. Thank you for joining us this morning. Good morning, and thank you for joining us, Anthony Travis, the tax doctor. Give us an update. We always get an update on the second Monday of the month, telling us what we need to know, how Illinoisans, Chicagoans too, are being ripped off. So let it rip, Travis.
Well, let me let you know, we got hot news, hot news, hot news. The governor has a task force on pension reform, property tax reform, the assessment reform, cartel reform that deals with municipalities, your library boards, and your park districts. I want to give a shout out to Representative Mary Flowers because at the hearing downtown, the task force, my coalition members, well, we was down there at that task force meeting and we spoke. And after we got to laying out the law of the land, Representative Mary Flowers wanted us to join her subcommittee on property tax reform. And we have been working with her for the past, I would say, month or so, putting together 7 statewide hearings on property tax reform, looking at it from a racial and economic lens. We had the first hearing out in Madison. The second hearing was on the West Side, sponsored by the West Side Ministers Coalition, and they did a great job over there. The third hearing was Saturday, at St. Luke's Church. The next hearing is going to be Tuesday the 15th in Cole County, Illinois, 300 miles south of Chicago. And then the fourth hearing is going to be at Truman College from 6 o'clock to 8:30. So folks out there who got some high tax bills, you can go to Truman College on the 17th from 6 to 8:30 and testify. Folks, let me tell you what just happened. The Governor Task Force on pension reform turned in a 14-page document. And I must admit, they did a great job. But there was one flaw. They took in 98% of the state by combining the 653 police and fire pensions from downstate to the suburbs, and they left out the city of Chicago. That is an injustice. We want Chicago to be included with that reform. That would save taxpayers throughout the whole state capital on their property taxes. Folks, we want you to call your state rep, call your state senator, and let them know, yes, we support the tax force fighting on pension reform, but we want Chicago to be included on the front end and not the back end. Now, other hot news. Since that task force talked about consolidation, we have been talking about consolidation for quite a while. And folks have said to me, you are crazy, Travis. We don't want to consolidate. Well, it's in the best interest of the taxpayers that we consolidate the 856 school districts down to 102 unified K to 12th grade. Why do we want to unify? Folks, we'll use Harvey as an example as well as Aurora.
Okay.
Harvey got 4 different school districts within 2 or 3 blocks. Each school district must have a superintendent making between $160,000 to $400,000. You can pay a superintendent $400,000, and that person could have one little school with 100 kids or students.
Wow.
That's how messed up the system is. We are losing $1 billion a year on having all of these school districts. And I remember at one of the West Side Ministers Coalition meetings, our state rep got up and told us that they brought back millions of dollars to our schools. And they changed the formula for the indigent students. Folks, what I want you to understand, you can put $600 million, $800 million in the school bucket, but if you're wasting $1 billion, what good is that $800 million?
Right.
And this is how I want the taxpayers to think. You've got to change your paradigm. You've got to change how you look at things. You have to look at things from a logical, efficient point of view. Folks, we want you to understand, we're not stupid. And we're not stuck on stupid.
Okay.
And we want to shout out to the governor that we support consolidation.
And how do we show that support? And how do we show that support? Travis?
First of all, you need to call the governor's office, call your state rep, your state senator, and you tell them, we want consolidation. Also, we're going to be in the process of organizing. We want 100 buses to go to Springfield for the veto session. We want to send a loud message in the veto session. It's time to reform this broken system. Folks, when you look at the schools, you have 6 to 7 communities that are property tax rich, and they love this system. I don't want to beat up on those 7 communities. I want us to look at those 7 communities, hold them up, and say to the state, under the Constitution, you have the preponderance of responsibility to finance education in this state. And we want you to pick up the whole entire caboodle, 100%. And if you take the schools out the property tax system, that would cut property taxes between 60% and 70%. Folks, why are people leaving our state? High property taxes. And where do the money go? It goes to your school districts. 98% of our school districts are property tax poor. Property tax poor. And since they're poor, we need help. And the only to get the help we need to make sure that all of our children get a top-notch education, we need one statewide budget for our schools. Folks, it makes sense. It makes so much sense that if you look in a mirror and you say to yourself, wow, we should have done this a long time ago. Then our taxes wouldn't be so high. And when we look at our neighbors in New Jersey, as I said at the hearing Saturday to Representative Mary Flowers, Senator Peters, your colleagues in New Jersey take the position. If you want to make New Jersey affordable, consolidate school districts. Because you know New Jersey is number one with high property taxes. We're number two. And those taxes in New Jersey go to school districts. Folks, we gotta wake up. We gotta wake up. People are leaving this state like crazy.
Yes, they are.
And we want folks to come back home.
Yes, they are.
Go ahead.
And it's important. Thank you so much for sharing that information, Travis, because people don't realize why it's important that we get involved, because we're being taxed to death and we have become so dumbed down. We have just accepted it that this is the way that it's going to be. And most people have just adopted the idea that, well, this is how politics is ran. I'm just a consumer. I'm just a citizen, and they're going to do what they want to do anyway. So I really don't have any sense to say so. So it really makes no sense for me to get involved. So why am I even being bothered with this in the first place? That is the general consensus of people who are too busy on their grind trying to make it in society. And what they don't understand is that that's why they have to grind so hard, because the taxes are so high, because we won't take a few minutes, as you said, and call the governor and call those elected officials that are increasing the money that we have to pay for taxes. If you just joined the conversation this morning, we'd love to hear what you have to say at 515-605-9325. And I am getting text this morning that the lines are busy. So all I can say is call back or join me here on Facebook Live, or join us on our YouTube channel, which is the Higher Learning Network TV show channel. And I forgot to say the word channel. I apologize for that. It's the Higher Learning Network TV show channel. So you have a few ways to communicate with us. And it is important that we communicate. Is it not, Travis? Because if we keep allowing the officials that represent us to do what they're doing, where will we be in a year, 5 years, 10 years? This will affect not only us, but our children and grandchildren for generations to come. How do we overcome that? What do we do? How do we create a sense of urgency, Travis? How do we do that?
The sense of urgency is that right now, we're going to be the only race in this country to leave our children, their children, their children's children with nothing but debt. If that ain't enough to compel you to get up off your stuff and get involved and say, like in the movie Network, hell no, I'm not going to take it anymore. That's the attitude we have to have, because it is a sick puppy who don't want to take care of their own. Folks, we got to take care of our own.
Yes, we do.
And the only way to do that is to get ourselves organized, come together, work together, and let's get this project done. Folks, there are legislators in Springfield who feel the same way we feel. Some of them may not look like us, but they feel the same way we feel. And folks, this is not about a Republican issue, a Democratic issue. It is a taxpayer's issue. And our white brothers and sisters in Southern Illinois, they catching just as much hell financially as we are. And I want folks to understand, we are the 99%. And whether you black, white, red, it doesn't matter. If you're not making over $150,000 and up, you're part of the 99%. We should be working together and not letting folks divide us because of race, or we live up north and you live in Southern Illinois. They have pitted us against each other for too long. And as they said back in Lincoln Day, as long as you keep the union divided, you can't win anything. Folks, we've got to stop being divided.
Because that's the only way that we're going to grow. That's the only way that we can rectify this situation. We have to come together. And if we don't, we'll get more of the same. And then we complain about it, and it's a cyclical effect. It just keeps going on and on and on, and we just complain. It's like, why do we complain to each other? We have the power. We're just not exercising it. And until we begin to stand up and make a decision, first of all, make a decision that this is something that we need to really think about. I mean, not even think about, but just get involved, because it doesn't take a whole lot of time to make a phone call to Governor Pritzker. It doesn't, or write a letter. And one letter is worth how much? How much is one letter worth?
10,000 people. One letter represents 10,000.
Wow. One letter represents 10,000 people. So if one person.
And believe me, those elected officials read those letters.
Yes, they do.
They do read them the mail.
Yes, they do.
And just think, we up north, downstate, come together and send a strong message to Springfield. It's enough. Oh, by the way, there is some more hot news. This whole issue of taxing income have come to a head. Folks, from 1984 all the way up to 2019, we have lost $4 billion in lost revenue because we don't tax retirement income like we did before 1984. Folks, all of that money could have gone into the school bucket and the pension bucket. Folks, why are we letting people making $70,000 to almost $2 or $3 million not pay state taxes on that money? Because I want you to understand, they are paying federal taxes on that money. Now, to our retirees, you're going to have to stop being so selfish. I said it, selfish. See, don't nobody want to call them out, but we about your children? What about your grandchildren and their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren? If we don't turn this system around, folks, we won't be here.
Well, we have a choice.
Retirees have to pay their fair share of state taxes. And in 2020, on the ballot in November, is the fair tax. Folks, the fair tax means a progressive income tax. And with a progressive income tax, it will make the wealthy pay more in taxes. Adam Smith, who is the father of economics, he is also the father of the progressive income tax. He said, why should the rich pay more in taxes? Because they got the money. So don't get upset. Don't feel sorry for the rich because they have to pay more in taxes. They got the money. Folks, we need a progressive income tax in this state. Folks, we need the retirees to pay their fair share of taxes when it comes to the retirement income.
Well, my taxes have already been taxed, and yes, I am selfish. I do not want to pay more taxes, but I have to do what I have to do. It's 7:59. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on The Female Solution. We have been listening to our own tax doctor, Brother Travis. If you want to contact him during the week, Travis, what is your contact information so people can call you as we go to the break, commercial break? We got about 30 seconds here. 773
988-0934.
Uh-huh.
And let me say this real quick. Folks, for those making $69,000 in debt, we recommend that you don't get taxed. We recommend that you still get the 3% COLA. But folks, we're giving the 3% COLA to people making $100,000 to $1 million every year. That makes no sense.
Makes no sense at all. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We greatly appreciate that. And send me more information. I'll post it on the website after the show. Ladies and gentlemen, the tax doctor, Charles Travis, and you're listening to The Female Solution. We'll be back with our happy and nappy happy hair woman. Stay close.
Form the whole global society in the next 50 years. 50 years from now, the earth will be populated by a new generation of adults, many of whom are yet unborn. Our mission is to nurture them in childhood with love, guidance, and protection, and to raise them in healthy, happy families. If we impart values of compassion, generosity, and respect for fellow human beings in the next generation of children, they will create a world where people can live together in peace. This is our goal. Be a part of the transformation. Get your copy of the book, The Female Solution. Go to www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com.
Be right back. Do you want to live in a world without war? Join our global peace movement. Heavenly Culture World Peace and Restoration of Life transcends culture, religion, ideology, and other boundaries to achieve peaceful harmony in the global society. HWPL is committed to bringing world peace and cessation of war through peaceful dialogue between religious groups. I am Director Shin-Suk Kim of the HWPL Chicago branch of North America. Join us for our next gathering. Call 773-580-1501 and be a part of the movement for world peace. Email us at chicagohwpl@gmail.com. This is
Marie Williams, spiritual counselor and advisor. I invite you to a private reading in the areas of business, health, finances, relationships. My introductory cost of $20. Please call because there is a higher power that can help me help you. 312-802-4743. Peace and blessings to you all. Call me. 312-802-4743.
Grand Rising, and thank you for joining us back here on the Female Solution. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness, Higher Learning with ZeldaSpeaks. Here to start your week off with the Mindfulness Stress Relief Session. It is 8:03, the moment you've been waiting for, because our guest is on the line. It is Charmin K. Edwards. Today's topic is Pride, Prejudice, the Crown Act law to ban race hair discrimination in the workplace. That's the official title, but I said calling all happy head women. Welcome to the Female Solution, Sherman. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, and thank you for taking the time to come and discuss it. This is a young lady I met at the okay, I'm trying to get rid of this. Let me hold on a second. I met at Soul Vegetarian Restaurant a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not exactly sure how the conversation came about, but it did come about. We were talking about hair discrimination in the workplace, and I was like, okay, so this is a conversation that needs to be on the Female Solution. So, Sherman, can you please give our listeners and viewers a brief summary of who you are and how this all came about and how you got involved in the Crown Act law?
Yes, like you said, my name is Charmin Edwards, and I'm actually here from New Orleans, Louisiana. I ended up in Chicago after Hurricane Katrina. And the Crown Act law, I must first say we all must congratulate and thank Senator Holly Mitchell out of California, who actually, with her team, helped draft this wonderful law on the and the governor of California, Governor Gavin Newsom, we must also thank him for helping us stay ahead of the curve, because he signed this law on July 3rd of this year, making it official that discrimination of hair, African American hair, in the workplace will no longer be tolerated. And it's unfortunate that there had to be a law, but it's fortunate that people are now understanding that this is our hair. I mean, it is our natural hair that grows from our head in its natural state. And I want to start off because I think what happens is people don't understand why we have very curly hair. And the very curly hair was to protect us in the hot sun in Africa. That's what the hair is for. So once you understand why you have very curly hair, then it makes it easier for other people to understand, and should at least, and to join this movement, our natural hair, and allowing people to freely teach their children how to embrace and love their natural hair. Everything is with purpose that God created. And our curly white hair was for the purpose of living in Africa, where it's extremely hot, to protect your scalp. You had very
curly hair. So we'll start there with understanding why. Now, once, we were kidnapped and brought to America and, through all of the rape and abuse and, the mixing of everybody, that the hair textures began to change. So, of course, you unfortunately had people calling hair good hair and bad hair. And that is just got to stop. Because that's why I want people to understand why your hair is curly. It's a purpose. It's for protection of the scalp. And so, you can break it up into 1C, 4C, A, B, C, whatever you want. But at the end of the day, your curly, beautiful hair was made to protect your scalp. So that's why everyone's hair is beautiful hair. And the most exciting thing about this beautiful hair is that that's where your history is. You can go pull a strand of hair and know your history. And that's what is even more exciting about your hair. You can look at all the different textures. Some people have one texture on the side, and on your left side it's one way, the right side or the middle. All of the people that have contributed to your birth today, it's tangled up or weaved up, or it's inside this wonderful scalp of yours. So it's really important that you understand why your hair is the way it is.
Amen.
It's to protect you.
And
Sorry.
Go ahead.
People did not understand. White America did not understand until they spent years. And I don't think it's not so much that they didn't understand, they didn't care, because they didn't see you as this beautiful human being that you were. So anything to demoralize a person, and of course with women especially, the first thing you do to begin to tear down their self-esteem is to ridicule their hair. And that's what happened. Is to start breaking down how they feel, how they look is with their hair. And that's why I detest when women, African American women, talk about one another's hair. It's the most demoralizing thing that a woman can do to another woman, is to talk about her hair or give her a hair standard. There is no hair standard when it comes to the hair of African American women, because we all have a history. And so my hair is not going to be like someone else's hair. And so we must learn to embrace and love one another's hair. I tell you, the thing that hurt me more than anything, when I really realized what a problem African American women had with one another, was when little Gabby, this phenomenal gymnast, goes out and performs, and the sisters, not all of us, of course, but they raised this big stink about her hair. Here she is, a gymnast, and we're talking about her hair,
right.
Not how incredible she is,
right.
Not her journey to get to where she got to. We are going to mimic what people have done to us. That's demoralizing. It's hurtful. It's unnecessary, and especially when it comes from one of us, because we should know. If no one else knows, we know what it takes to work with
natural hair, which is why so many of us ended up doing, putting relaxers in your hair, because that is tough. I mean, there is no secret that it is tough. It's work to deal with natural hair in its natural state. As beautiful as it is, all it's work. And all of us don't have the time or the knowledge or the energy. I know my poor mom, she would tell you, I do not know how to comb hair. I have 4 daughters. You were able to get you either 2 horns on the side or 1 big rhinoceros horn on the top. I mean, that was my mom.
Wow.
And so we have to understand everyone's not talented in that field or able, and we need to reach out to sisters with love, because just because you're an African American woman by no means makes you knowledgeable or an authority of natural hair. So you should reach out to me. There's other stylists now that are superior and superb in what they do. And reach out and ask for the help that you need, because we must begin a generation of little girls with pride about their natural hair, whatever state it's in, whether it's cut really short, whether it's really big. It's important that we compliment these girls and support their mothers in this journey of natural hair. And that's how we met, because your hair was just so gorgeous. I was like, oh my God, look at your hair. I said, oh, your hair is absolutely amazing. And that's how we started this discussion. And I asked, were you familiar with the crownactlaw.com? So I'm going to take this time to ask your listeners to please go to the crownactlaw.com. And if it's not in your state yet, please sign up. We're doing next year. I'm working with Jennifer Atkins and our wonderful Congressman Danny Davis. And we feel without a shadow of a doubt, our governor will sign this legislation to make sure that African American women on any job can walk in with confidence and beauty, no matter how their natural hair is. They're just able to do it, whether it's weaved hair or braided hair or twisted hair or bantu knots. No longer will we be discriminated against, talked about, or sent home because of our natural hair.
None of that. We will not have that. We are responsible for our hair. And thank you so much, Charmin, for admiring my hair, because it is an confirmation to me that my hair is beautiful just like it is, because most of my childhood and adult life, I hated my hair. And I hated it because my mom was a beautician. She did the very best she knew how to do. But she told me, she ingrained something in my head. She said, girl, they made perm just for you. So I always had this negative connotation because my hair was nappy. It was too curly. It was not of the norm. So it was not a good thing. And then I went south to live with my aunt, who had a farm, and we had to go chop cotton early in the morning. I know y'all don't know nothing about that. Pick and hoe cotton. So you don't understand what it means to be under the sun in 100-degree weather and have that sun beaming down on your head through a straw hat. And thank God I had some nappy hair in order to protect me. But that's a whole nother story. Let's go to the phone lines. 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak. We are going to take a caller. Area code 708-305. You are live on the Female Solution Grand Rising. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Yes.
My name is Tambia House. Good morning. I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Hi, Tambia.
Good morning. Hi. So I wanted to call in. I am like super ecstatic. I broke out of the bed to make sure that I logged in and listen in because I am right now in the works here in Illinois, spreading awareness about the Crown Act.
Thank you.
Beautiful. I myself have a crown of very, 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 very strong 4C hair, and I can relate because I had a mother who, although she wore her hair natural, she didn't have this texture, and so it was a challenge for her to teach me how to care and appreciate and love my hair. And as I got older, I began to first identify who I was, and that started with my look and my hair. And so I had been following this on Facebook, and Dove was partnering with them in the Crown Coalition, and it was awesome. And I signed the petition, and then I was riding in my city, and I saw the sign on 63rd for passing law here in Illinois. And so I reached out, and I felt an obligation to do more than just, post about. It's important because I look at my generation and the generations underneath us, and they don't love themselves for who they are. They keep trying to fit this image of this straight hair, and it's nothing wrong with it, but first learning to love and embrace what you look like as your natural self. And so I vow that I will be rocking my afro and my natural hair in a natural state every day until the Crown Act is law in Illinois. Every Friday, I homeschool my son, so I'm out a lot. I go out every Friday downtown, and I drop off letters to the senator's office, Tammy Duckworth and Dick Durbin. I print them out myself. I've created a flyer. I post on Facebook, and I just get out and I let people know about it, not just Black women, but everybody in general, because I always use the slogan, if it is now illegal in California and New York to discriminate, it is legal everywhere else, and that's a problem, not just for us as women, but our children, our men who want to wear their natural states, and they should be able and allowed to. So I get out, I spread the word, foot to the ground, word of mouth, and I just plant the seeds. And so I appreciate hearing this, and it just kind of confirms the work that I am doing, that I need to continue on, because this is important. This is important for us because we as women have a lot of oppression, especially as Black women, and we need to learn to love our hair and ourselves and our crowns. Because like you were saying, there's so much royalty and culture in it, and a lot of the times it's a lack of knowledge of not knowing. And I appreciate women like you all, especially Ms. Zelda, for leading by example, by being that example for us to see that it is beautiful, and then be open enough for us to inquire and be received with love on how to do it, and not be, because that's something I run into a lot. A lot of younger women will have their weaves or their wigs, and they'll feel shame by what I'm saying, and I have to make sure my approach is in love. It's not that anyone is bashing you for what you currently wear. It is beautiful still, but making sure that you're aware that you are beautiful without that. And so I really, really appreciate hearing you guys speak about this.
Oh my goodness.
Wonderful.
Tony.
Yes, ma'am.
Happy you called. Yes,
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy, and it takes young women like you to, like you said, we don't want to bash anybody who's not there yet, because you have to remember this has been years of telling people that their hair isn't pretty, and it's not just women, men have done it too. Have said things hurtful to women about their hair, and so many of them are hiding. But when we support you, just know that when you're ready to take it off and have it, we support you in your journey. And I think that's really what I want women to know, that we are going to support
support you in your journey. Everybody's not there yet. We weren't all raised the same. We weren't, some people were raised with their moms telling them that they're ugly and nappy. So that's going to take a long time. And then some of us were raised with, mom saying, oh, I love your hair. That's it. I don't know how to comb it. And so we have confidence. And so that's what's important, that we embrace sisters where they are in their journey. Just focus on your babies. Let's get your babies to understand. And women need to express that to their sons, to their little boys. You see little girls at school with their beautiful hair. Beautiful. We've got to train Black men to see us in a different light and to also begin to embrace us in our natural hair and our natural beauty. That's important. That's really, really important, So I want to thank you for all that you're doing. Please continue the work, continue the journey, continue the support of women on this amazing journey so that we can get the governor to sign the legislation when it's brought before him of our natural hair.
That's important. It's crucial. And if we don't demand it, it won't happen.
That's right. It won't happen.
It will not happen.
That's why I'm making my business.
Yeah.
I'm making my business. Ain't no meeting on Dearborn now. It's like, here comes the lady with the letters and the afro. That's right. And I have letters, and so instead of doing, how do I get it? I don't want just a petition. I appreciated the Dove and the Crown Coalition creating the template of the letter, because for a lot of people, it's like, yes, I want to do it. Well, what do I do? Well, here you go. It's just like signing the petition. You can put your own personal information, and I will drop it off. If you want to stamp, here's the stamp. If you whatever course you want to take with it, but I will be your postage. I will drop it off, and I go right down there and go through security, and now people wave and they say hi, and now they even inquire, because it's like, okay, well, what brings you down here? Why are you down here? And I wear it. My walk, my confidence has grown.
Yeah.
I appreciate who I am in my natural state with my natural skin.
That's right. That's right. Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Now here's the power and the beauty of this Act Law, what it's going to bring. I invented a hair accessory because there was nothing on the market when I began to wear braids. And I want people to know that this now is what we call a category creator, because sisters now, like myself, are going to be creating amazing, and some already have amazing products that are going to be shelf ready. And so we look forward to being able to go to the table with the store owners who are going to embrace what we've done and realize this has been money that they've overlooked. And I want to say this, a lot of times I don't call it racism. It's just like, if we got a bunch of sisters in the room, we are not talking about suntan.
Thank you. Okay.
And it's not because it's not a racist thing. It just does not come up in the conversation. And so you cannot expect a group of white males that are, the check writers and the purchasers of these departments to have a conversation about, hey, well, what do y'all think the sisters need? It's not going to happen. Okay? It's just not going to happen.
Nope.
And so what I'm wanting to see happen is that door to open and to don't just listen, but hear me. That this is a $1 trillion business that sisters and brothers, can't ever forget the brothers, need a part of that. And this is where our law will change just a little bit from the senator's law, because while hers, the senator
Mitchell's. It's focused on making sure it happens in the workplace. We want to make sure that we get the shelf space for natural hair, because this is something that has never happened. It's brand new to the market. And so it has created this $1 trillion opportunity for businesses to get on board, to say, well, you know what, we didn't know. And that's what I tell people like, what to me, I didn't expect you to know, because I don't know anything about suntan lotion. I don't know whether you put it on, sit in the sun for a couple hours, come back in, rub some more. I have not a clue. So I don't expect anyone that's white, who's never been born and woke up with natural hair, to know what it takes to get this hair done in the morning. And because if they knew, they would never put a little girl out of school and say, well, your hair's not fine. Honey, all I say is, well, then you fix it. You figure, I guarantee you, if we took 5 males from these top companies and gave them 4 little girls and said, okay, you need to figure it out, I guarantee you they'd be like, okay, all right. What shelf space do y'all want? Where in the store? Because they don't understand. And so that's my thing. Since you don't understand, allow sisters to come to the table, have a conversation, show you that every time a Black woman is in your store and has to go home and figure out what to do with her hair, you have lost money. Lost money. So this is an exciting opportunity for them to say, we don't want to lose any money. So sisters, come to the table, have a conversation with us, please. Let us know what we're missing. And the sisters will show you the money that you are leaving on the table by not having a real conversation with hair accessories, not hair products, hair accessories for sisters. So if you go look at Roculon, that's ROCYALON, and you will see the difference in knowing that what's going to work on my hair is not what little Susie has in there. It's just not an option for me. Okay. And so this opens up an exciting opportunity, and I hope America understands and sees the potential. I mean, I think of it as BET. No one thought, other than, of course, Black folks. I mean, we knew that, what y'all are watching is not really what we're interested in. We really want more of this. And so what Mr. John's amazing. I mean, he created, $1 billion business in our lifetime.
Yes. And that is
our lifetime.
And we are so glad to be able to have experienced that. Yes. And I need you to hold that thought. I need you to hold that thought. We got to take a commercial break here. So stay close. If you just tuned in, you're listening to The Female Solution. We are talking about nappy hair, happy-headed women. And I really got to break that down for you when we come back from this commercial break, because nappy is a negative connotation, but we've turned it into something positive. So you stay close right here. We'll be right back.
Of the Female Solution Radio Show. We are now a part of the online network of associated internet radio hosts, On Air. On Air is a fantastic global guide to uplifting and enlightening online shows spanning all 7 continents. We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. You can participate in a conversation anywhere in the world with just a tap on your cell phone. Just go to onaireverywhere.com and tap the lines in the upper right-hand corner to get the days of the week. Tap the day of the week, then scroll down to your favorite host and tap the link to hear the show online. Or tap the phone number to call in and participate in the discussion. It's that simple. Go to onaireverywhere.com on your cell phone and hear the good news about our changing world from the global transformers. We're on air everywhere, online all the time.
Hi, this is Beata, your holistic life coach. Every Friday morning, I'm on The Female Solution. I'm also blogging live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Soul Purpose Healing, where I help you get back into alignment with the Creator's love, compassion, and wisdom. On Sunday, you can call in at 215-383-5863 or go to www.blogtalkradio.com/soulpurposehealing. When I'm not doing spiritual adjustments on Blog Talk Radio, I'm helping clients reduce the stress in their lives with EFT, essential oils, and cost-saving health plans like AmeriPlan. AmeriPlan is a better way to save money on your healthcare expenses. There is more information on how to contact me at www.yourholisticlifecoach.com. Till then, stay in joy.
You are tuned in to the Soulful Chicago Book Fair 2020 Vision Fundraising Campaign. That's right. You can support the vision of reviving Black literary excellence in this city by simply taking your $20 or more and donating it on our website. Visit www.soulfulchicagobookfair.com and click the Donate tab on our homepage, or give us a call at 646-359-6605, and we welcome you, helping us breathe literary life into the South Side of Chicago.
Grand Rising, and thank you for joining us back here on the Female Solution Higher Learning with ZeldaSpeaks. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. If you just tuned in and want to join the conversation, 515-605-9325. Remember to press 1 to speak. If you're listening online, thank you so much. We are on Facebook Live. Thank you, Marsha Noble, my sister of the microphone. And I'm so glad you joined, as well as Rhonda Thomas. I'm so glad that sisters who do not have their hair in the natural state are awakening. And this show is not to condemn anyone whose hair is not in the natural state, but it is to bring awareness. And speaking of awareness, Lord have mercy, because let me tell you, when I first started the process of becoming natural, I felt ashamed. And there is shame from the time we were children, because my mom said, girl, they made perms just for your head. So it's like I grew up with this thought that my hair is not good enough because my mama got to do something to it in order to make me look pretty. So I never felt pretty. I always felt ugly. And as I grew older, I didn't know that I was what people referred to as pretty. So I'm thinking, why are you staring at me? My hair ain't ugly today. I got my hair done. So why are you looking at me like that? So, that's a whole nother show. But the point is, there was so much shame involved, and we grow up with it, and we transfer that shame to our families and to the generation of children that come behind us. And we do not have the right to give them that shame, to share that shame with them, because it was shared with us. We have got to learn how to break out of that mode of thinking and come into the reality that our hair is beautiful, happy, and nappy. Oh, but did I say the word nappy? Oh, now this is the homework that I found, that I was embarrassed to have even said the word, because the word nappy, let me read to you what it says on Wikipedia. A diaper. It's the American English and Canadian English, or a nappy, which is Australian English and British English. Nappy is a type of underwear that allows the wearer to defecate or urinate without the use of a toilet by absorbing or containing waste products to prevent soiling of the outer clothing or external garment. And essence, it's a diaper. So they were comparing our hair to that of a diaper with waste in it. But the reason why I said, yeah, isn't that awful? The reason why I said happy and nappy is because nappy is the word, just like they've taken the N word and made something totally different from it. I wanted to use the word nappy because that is a word that we recognize and people will respond and tune into that. But by no means are we nappy and happy about it, because we are not walking around with a diaper full of feces in our heads. By no means necessary. So I just wanted to share that information. And I hear some noise in the background. Somebody got some issues going on. We are on the line with Sharman K. Edwards. And the topic is pride, privilege, and prejudice, the Crown Act law. And if you have not been aware of the efforts to ban race, hair discrimination in the workplace, then you are at the right place. So you need to call somebody or text them for this last 15, 20 minutes that we have on the air. We also have a caller also on the line with us, and that would be Tanvir. Are you still there as well, Tanvir? Well, maybe she's taking a break. Oh, okay. But we were continuing the conversation before we went to break, and I wanted you to finish that thought, but I just had to interject that we as women, we no longer, from this day forward, as Iyanla Vanzant would say, woman to woman, from this day forward, we will not make a woman shame who is helping the billion-dollar industry to buy hair. We won't do that. We will love her right where she is, because eventually at one point, she's going to come into her being. That's just who we are as women. Some of us get it later than others, and that's okay. It took me 60 years to get it, but that's okay too. Small minds talk about people. Enhanced minds talk about solving the problem. So we're here to change the mindset of those who once thought that we were nappy and happy. We ain't nappy and happy. We just happy, baby. Happy with natural hair. Yes, ma'am.
Right, exactly. We're just happy with natural hair. And we hope that, we hope that the stores embrace it and get buyers to buy into and not even understand, because even if you try to, if I was a buyer and you're somebody white and came to me trying to explain something, I'm not trying to understand it because I know I'm not going to use it, but I will allow you to come in because you're the authority on that. Just like no one can be the authority on black hair but a black person.
No.
Okay. So they can put up the people out there and try to make them authority. The only authority on black hair is somebody who wakes up with it, goes to bed with it. Those are your true hair authorities.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's important because in order for us to stay in the beauty game, because it's no secret.
The beauty game.
Everyone else is making really big money.
Billions.
Off of this game.
Billions. Not millions, billions.
Billions. And a lot of it happens because in product, once you start making product, of course, someone copies the product and, puts you out of the store and, and it ends up just being a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe that there are enough stores that are ready to turn the corner and say, you know what, this is something that we need.
Mm.
And we need to work with the sisters on this hair, these products or these accessories for their hair. I recently did, and I'm happy you have it on your site, a little commercial to show people who really don't know that there really has been nothing available to sisters with natural hair, braids, bantu knots, and it's like a no-brainer. And that's why I bring up BET. I mean, here's a man who saw it. He had a vision. He said, "Look, they don't really have what we want to watch."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I remember Fame when it came out, and they would say, I remember when they pulled it, so nobody was watching it. Well, every African American person I knew was watching it. And I would scratch my head and said, if you took it off and you put this on it, we're not really watching that.
Mm-hmm.
So when he came along, when Mr. Johnson came along, it was amazing because in his lifetime, usually you wait to build and build and build, but in his lifetime, he created this $1 billion, and I'm going to be mentioning his status. Why? It's because I always believe behind every incredible man is a more phenomenal woman. And so Mrs. Johnson at the time, who helped build this empire with her wisdom, and you would think that more whites would be searching for their match. And that's the door that I really want to see happen, where you have these phenomenal CFOs, CEOs, CMOs saying, you know what, where can I find the next Sheila Johnson? Who has the next phenomenal product that we know can generate that kind of income? So if they're there, I want them to get in touch with me. I know some incredible sisters with incredible products ready to go. I bet you in my mix of sisters, I have your Sheila. If it's not me, I have her. I can guarantee you that I have her, because there are some phenomenal African American women and men that have phenomenal products. The only thing is the opportunity, the ability to open the door and allow us to get to that table. That's the only problem. Mm-hmm. That is the only problem. You can come up with program after program after program, and I'm hoping and praying that through this Crown Act, that we will also begin to change the certification process. It does not work.
Yes.
It worked
yes.
maybe 30 years ago.
Yes.
But it doesn't work today. It's useless. Because I want people to understand, and a lot of times people that write that stuff are your corporate people. They're not entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs, we forge a way. Mm-hmm. So it needs to be set up where when you come to the table, you're willing to say, I like this product, and I'm going to give her an opportunity to come in here and work with me for 3 years, and let's see how you do. Let's see how you do. Mm-hmm. Because that's how it was done for everybody else. Okay? And then when you leave them there for 3 years, you get some income tax returns, and they're doing good, and then you upgrade them a little bit. And then once they're doing well there, you upgrade them again. Mm. But for you to say, you're running around like a little chicken because, I need this from you. I need some business first. Well, no, I can't give you any business until you get this. And then the certification people say, well, you need to get certified. Mm-hmm. But why should I spend all that money getting certified if I can't get in the store? Right. So, no.
It's a catch-22.
If you really want sisters to make some money, brothers to make some money, African Americans to get into the game, make the playing field simple. Okay? Just make it simple. Mm-hmm. Because, I read an article the other day about a company, I won't give any names out, but this person sent this company, now true story, a donut. I'm going to call it a donut, in a plastic bag on ice to a company. And they gave them almost 200 stores. And now, you have no packaging. It's in a plastic bag. What? And you send it to somebody. Okay, yeah. And they give them. So I already know. I've been in this game 30 years. I already know. It's just the power of yes that makes things happen. Not all this pushy, wishy. No. Because if you can mass distribute a product with no distribution, not even packaging, and say, yes, we want to do it, that's a problem for me.
Yeah, big problem.
And for the people that I know are ready to go, and you're putting them on the slow donkey ride.
Yeah. because you don't want them in on the game. You don't want them in on the game. I've got to go back to, you talked about an article. In this month's issue of Essence magazine, you will see Diana Ross' daughter, Tracy Ellis Ross. And she's got this great big old fro in here. But on page 71, there's an article called Twisting the Dream for Natural Hair Braiders Across the Country. Requirements for licensing have made the American dream harder to achieve. And I just got to go to one page and just read to you just a tiny bit. It says 22 of the states, most of the cosmetology laws, especially at that time, when they first started, this is the lady speaking, her attorney, Paul Avalar, managing attorney at the Arizona office, DC's cosmetology laws have been adopted in 1938 and really hadn't been amended since then. Now, whether it was racism or ignorance, it still existed. And also one of the quotes by Angela V. McKnight says, there is no reason hair braiders should spend thousands of dollars and thousands of hours on coursework unrelated to what they have been given the gift to do. So in other words, why do you have to go take a course on braiding hair when that is your culture? That is who you are. That is your lifestyle. So why do you have to go take a course and the curriculum that you need, the information that you need is not even in that curriculum? It's a total disrespect. It's a ripoff. It's like, give me your money. I'm not going to teach you anything worthy that you need to know about your texture of hair, but you got to pay me and then be in debt to pay that money back to try to work it off in order to be a part of the system. Wow. How precious is that? 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak if you have a comment or a question. Go ahead, Charmin. You were saying?
And we know it makes no sense, and they know it makes no sense. Okay? Because had we all been in Africa, that would have been a talent that we had. That, I mean, these women's hands are like machines. It's so amazing to watch a braider. And that's not something that you could just
because I can't braid hair.
No, it's not. But yeah, but you cannot teach. I don't care if you left me in class for 20 years. I could never, because that's something that they've been doing since they were 4 or 5 years old.
It's a gift.
So they are
natural.
Superior to be. Yeah. So you can't. So that it makes no sense. And what I see it as, it's only a way to put that in the mainstream to teach everybody else, and then once again take away a talent that's naturally yours and
make you pay for it.
Put it in the hands of somebody else who's going to make money off of it.
Billions.
Billions.
As Ian Levant Zant would say, until today. Thank you so much for joining us. If you just joined us online on Facebook Live, one of my colleagues just joined, on my former colleagues from V103, Armando Rivera. He was the program director at V103. And I'm thank you so much for joining us, and Lisa G and Vivian and Marsha Noble and my other sister of the microphone from back in the day, WJPC. You know what? This is something I forgot to mention, and I know it's not related to hair, but I got to say it before I forget it. Mel Devon, one of our co-workers from V103 back in the day, made his transition. I think it was over the weekend. Mel Devon was known on V103. I think he did, what was it? Something in the Dark with Troy Tyler, and then she took it over, something like that. But anyway, Mel Devon, one of our brothers of the microphone, he has made his transition, and we all got to go. We just here temporarily to learn some lessons, and some of us have bigger lessons than others to learn. And we send out prayers for Mel Devon's family. And I'm thinking about the Crown Act law that is just being passed in 2019. I go back to the 1980s when Bo Derek, when she first came out with the braids, it was popular then. It was okay for a Caucasian woman to have braids, but if we had it, it wasn't so cool. I was like, how can you take what we were born with naturally and condemn us for wearing it, but when a white woman wears it, and I'm not hating on my European sisters and brothers because I have many relationships with them. I'm just pointing out in fact in history that needs to be addressed. Why is it condemned when they wear it, but I know when we wear it, but it's okay if they wear it? It's because of the social indoctrination that we have received. We have been so dumbed down that this is popular because they said so. Because major media says it's okay, then it's okay. And we are settled with that. But as Iyanla Van Zant would say, until today, baby. Until today, that is no longer the case because natural hair is a good thing. I have white people walk up to me all the time. Oh, can I touch your hair? And I used to let them touch it until I became aware of the energy that they transmit through my hair. And I was like, no, you can look at it, baby. Take a picture. It lasts a little long. But no, you cannot put your hands in my hair. But once I discovered the electricity, we are all electrons, moving, thinking being, and this electricity that we carry with us. Why do you think the world copies everything we do? They want the brother swagger. They want our hair. They want to talk the way we talk. They want to walk the way we walk. They want our color. They want our lips. They want our butts. They want everything we have. And it's okay to want it. But don't condemn us when we decide to show our naturalness. That's all I'm saying. It is 8:54. If you just joined in the Monday Morning Mindfulness on the Female Solution, we are going to wrap up this show. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. You want to give us a last thought, Tanvia, and then we'll let Sherman close us out?
Like I said, I am seeing it before me. I'm having the conversations with the young ladies, and it's like I said, it's a matter of they want to know. They want to wear. There's a fear, and then, like I read on the Dove website, it was saying that about 80% of Black women change their hair in order to fit the social standards or the look of the workplace, and it becomes fearful. It becomes fearful when you have the system where you have to feed your kids and you don't know, and so you follow what's there and try to fit in. But it's amazing and it's awesome to have this law and to know that we can make it easier, not just for ourselves, but for our children, and so that we don't have to have another young girl sent home because she wears what's naturally hers, her braids, or a young man deprived of being able to excel in a company because he chooses to wear his natural locks. It is just, it's time for us to stand where we stand. We don't need permission. We don't need anyone's permission. We have the right, we have the power, we have the privilege to be able to do this. And so I appreciate everyone in this journey. Like I said, I'm here in Illinois and I'm out every day. If there's anything I can do to help additionally, I'm willing. But
go to the Crown
to see this happen because it will happen.
Go to thecrownactlaw.com. Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate that, Tanvia. And we're going to close out with Sharman. You want to give us a closing thought? We got about 60 seconds here.
Yes, please go to thecrownactlaw.com. Sign up. Get in touch with me. I don't want to leave without thanking once again Senator Holly Mitchell and Governor Gavin Newsom, who started this ball rolling, and it is rolling. And let's just be excited that young whites get it. They do. And so it is going to be a new day. And I have to thank you for that. It's going to be a new day. Sisters, I love you. thecrownactlaw.com. Join us. Charmin Edwards.
Thank you so much, Charmin Edwards. We greatly appreciate you, and we appreciate our listening audience. and our viewing audience on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. We greatly appreciate you. We hope that you will share this video so those sisters who are still in bondage with their hair, it's okay. It's a growing process. It didn't happen overnight for me. It won't happen overnight for you. But at least be aware, conscious of the power that you hold from the pores coming out of your head. You have no idea until today. So you be sure and share this message because you got the power. And be sure and go to crownactlaw.com. And be sure and check out the Higher Learning Network TV show, which airs Tuesdays at 6, Wednesdays at 1 on Channel 19.
90 seconds.
24/7 on the World Wide Web at higherlearningnetwork.org. I apologize for not having my mic in there. Go to crownactlaw.com. Oh, this week, the Women of Power series is coming on. It's a 3-part series, the Women of Power series on Channel 19, Tuesdays at 6, Wednesdays at 1 on Channel 19, and 24/7 on higherlearningnetwork.org. You can contact me during the week, ZeldaSpeaks.com. And if you want to sign up for our newsletter, that's there as well. I want to thank you so much for continuing the learning process of being the very best you can be on any given day. And love yourself just as you are, where you are. Because you're the best that the world has to offer. And you prove that every day when you wake up and you show up and breathe. So remember to breathe. Go to my Zelda Speaks Mindfulness YouTube channel and check out the testimonials. And remember to breathe because it just could save your life. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, stay tuned to your next Monday morning mindfulness, and stay tuned tomorrow, 7 to 9 a.m. too, for the Female Solution. Make it a great day. And thank you so much for watching. Peace. Hotel. Namaste.
Seconds.
And thank you, my YouTube friends, for joining us and staying with us this morning. And we'll see you back here on the Higher Learning Network TV show in the near future. Peace. Namaste. Hotel.